Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome to another episode of It Came From Facebook. This is the episodes where I review weird, strange, and otherwise pretty good motorcycle listings on the internet. We do these in the hopes that it will help you understand more about what to look for getting a used motorcycle and how to avoid some common pitfalls, and to just laugh at some of the strangeness that we can find on this marketplace. Producer Logan has blessed us with this beautiful new image of a young man looking at a pretty disheveled motorcycle saying ran when parked. Let's find out what we got going on today. All right, first up is a 2000 Kawasaki Ninja for $2,500. 4,100 miles, pretty low for a 2000s Ninja. Not looking to trade, will not be lowballed. Sports bike, ready to upgrade. Nothing wrong with it besides need new battery, rides great, new tires, new radiator, serious inquiries only. Well, let's see if this is true. Oh, Lord, come on. Come on. So it's a 2000 Ninja. I see a big, beefy aluminum frame. I'm seeing pretty comfortable ergonomics. This falls again into the category of like, we're not sure which Ninja this is. They made a lot of different Ninjas for a lot of different time, and I apologize for not knowing every single Ninja that ever existed. To my eye, this looks like maybe a ZX-7 or something like that. I cannot see any identifying marks on it anywhere on this bike. I don't see anything on the sides, anything on here, except for the absolutely ridiculous Heath Ledger Joker, why so serious on both sides. I mentioned this in the last Craigslist Facebook episode where people are allowed to do whatever they want with their sweet dear motorcycles, but I also reserve the right to make fun of you for bad taste, especially when the green does not match what's on the tank. These are like 3 different shades of green on this thing. Actually 4 if you include the hand grips that have Ninja on them, which does not look very good. I'm not going to lie. Oh, of course this person has a Predator helmet. I mean, none of this surprises me. So you can already tell the type of bad decisions this person makes in buying a lid off of Amazon that probably cost about $50 to protect their head. We actually reviewed one of these a long time ago and found that a kitchen pasta drain bowl would probably serve you a little bit better than this would at protecting your noggin. You can also see wearing the sweatpants and the sneakers. Hopefully this person did not have an accident on this motorcycle, because if they did, they would not have a good day. So can we glean any information? $2,500, 4,100 miles on the clock. I refuse to believe this motorcycle has 4,100 miles on the clock. I really do. 41,000? Maybe. But 4,100? I really doubt it. With the painted fairings and the graphics and the fact that it's 25 years old, this motorcycle is definitely older than several of you watching this video right now, which is kind of hard to believe. Somebody born in that year is already 25 years old, but here we are, just moving along with time, right? Time waits for no man. We're going to rate this one a hard 4 out of 10. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it certainly would not be my first choice either. Gentleman also says that there's nothing wrong with it except needs a new battery, that has new tires, new radiator. I mean, $2,500 isn't so bad, but I just feel like this bike has a lot of question marks around it. I don't think it's as low mileage as the seller says. I think a lot of the mods are questionable, and the Predator helmet makes me question who actually owned this machine. Moving on. Ooh, 2009 Honda DN01 for $4,800. These are very rare birds. You're about to see something pretty crazy if you've never seen one of these before. This specific Honda DN01 is a super low mileage and would be a great rare addition to any collection. I'd love to think of who out there owns a bunch of motorcycles and says, ah, yes, the DN01 needs to find its way into my stable. Seller says only 500 of these concept motorcycles were imported, and I doubt you'll find one with less than 1,500 miles. It's currently tagged and in perfect running condition. I love running into lifelong motorcycle techs, Honda certified techs that have never seen one of these. That's a really weird specific kink that you have of running into motorcycle techs that have never seen one. The DN01, man. So if you don't know about this bike, this was a really, really wacky, weird, like cruiser scooter thing that Honda made for just like a few short years. Notice it has floorboards. This machine features a very pedestrian engine. I believe it was a very lazy parallel twin or V-twin. I think I see the 2 cylinders right here. So V-twin layout for the DN01, because it's not the same parallel twins as the NC 750s, but I think it's a 700-ish cc V-twin, something of that description. This one has a gigantic top box in the back, as if you needed more capabilities with the DN01 that it simply did not offer before. You'll notice no clutch lever, no shift lever. The DN01 uses a sort of slush box transmission, if memory serves me correctly as well. I don't think it has a DCT transmission, but correct me if I'm wrong, DN01 evangelist and owners. I just cannot remember off the top of my head. Single-sided swing arm on this bad boy, though. Look at that. This is one of the strangest motorcycle designs that you will ever come across. And with the giant top box in the back, this thing really is ready to party. Who is it for? I don't know. Honda made it with the most like weird, aggressive styling, but it really is just an odd, strange bird of a motorcycle. This may be the cleanest and nicest DN01 I have ever seen. It is truly showroom spec and pristine. The fact that this one has less than 1,500 miles is kind of weird too, because typically people buy these to actually ride around and bomb around town. So to have one with so low miles is pretty strange, I'm not going to lie. But this DN01 is ludicrously clean. It looks showroom spec. It looks like I've stepped back into a 2009 Honda dealership and I just happened to have found a DN01. So this one, I'm honestly going to rate an 8 out of 10. It's extremely clean, extremely nice. It's honestly a pretty fair price. What is this, $4,800? I mean, that can't be any more than it was when it was sold new. It's probably taken a good depreciation hit, brand new bike. So, I mean, if you're into it, and you're going to get it. But I think that you could certainly spend $4,800 in a better way. But I think we're going to keep it moving. One of these have finally hit used marketplace listings. The 2025 CFMoto 675 SS for $8,300. I currently have one of these sitting in a storage unit, waiting to be released as a giveaway bike later this year. I ended up acquiring it like several months ago, and we've been busy with the Panigale, and now the R9's coming up. And so the CFMoto is gonna make its way on the channel eventually, but it's literally sitting in a storage unit right now. Brand new 2025 CFMoto 675 SS. The listing wouldn't let me put the actual mileage. It only has 28 miles on it. Very fun bike to ride. Just took my husband 28 miles to realize he's too old for a street bike. LOL. FYI, the oil spot on the driveway is from a completely different vehicle. A bit suspicious. Completely stock, no mods, in perfect condition. So this is CFMoto's new middleweight little sport bike, kind of competing in the new not-so-super sport category. Certainly a more aggressive rider triangle than some might have thought. 3-cylinder engine, 675 cc's. Remind you of any displacements. However, it only makes about 80-something horsepower, so this is not a competitor to the Triumph Daytona 675. As an evangelist for that platform, do not at me saying that this China junk is any good as my Daytona. It's obviously not China junk. It's a really decent little motorcycle. Now, $8,300 is more than fair for this bike. For a brand spanking new machine, this is a screaming deal if you can find this bike, because I paid well over $10,000 out the door for this machine, because that's what it costs, right? I think it retails right around $8,000, and so you add in tax, title, license, dealer fees, freight, prep, all that stuff. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, I negotiate all that stuff down. Yeah, you don't do that when there's a mile-long waiting list for the bike. So sometimes you got to pay to play. Now, this motorcycle, if you can find it in your local area, man, $8,300, snag this one up. If you've been in the market for a CFMoto, this is the bike to get. And this is what I tell you guys, these brand new models that come out, the CFMotos, the R9s, the Panigales, the Honda Hornets, if you are looking at those out-the-door prices and you're thinking, man, that is just too much money for a brand new motorcycle, just wait. Just wait. They will pop up on the used market, because people like this exist. They go and buy a brand spanking new toy, and then they say, you know what? It's really not for me. And then you get it for at least 30% off. So this is a great listing. I feel like the person who bought this is going to get raked over the coals. However, really great listing for someone who is looking for a CFMoto 675 SS. And it's a very popular motorcycle, and I guarantee you it will be. We're doing one as a giveaway later this year, and I'm very excited to get the views on that bad boy. So this one, solid listing, ultra clean. This is those absolutely rare gems you want to find, a late model bike with literally no miles that someone regrets buying. Amazing pickup on this 9 out of 10 listing. Let's keep it moving. All right, 1978 Harley-Davidson Shovelhead for $3,500. The only thing wrong with this bike is that it has a cracked rear jug. Easy fix for anyone that rides a shovel. I have all the parts off the bike. I did not finish the repair due to health reasons. Well, sorry to hear about the health reasons. So Shovelhead was the, whoa, we're starting off strong with this photo. We have, Young lady on the bike holding a gun. I don't know what that rifle is, why it's pink, or anything going on with it. My knowledge of firearms is extremely limited. If someone wants to comment down below and tell me what that is or why it's there, you let me know. I got no clue. Let's talk about the bike. Okay, in pieces in somebody's shed. Looks like somebody was working on it. Got the old timer aboard. Got the leather pants on this bad boy. This guy's loving life, enjoying it. 1978 Shovelhead, man. These were right before they switched to the Evos, so this is the prior gen to that motor. And to be honest, kind of a cool bike, man. I mean, a lot of people don't agree with me when I say this, but I think the ultra old school Harleys are genuinely very cool because they are these relics of a different time. They are time capsules. They are like more genuine in their execution than the new stuff, right? It's from an era that was just, I don't know, there's a je ne sais quoi about a 60s or 70s Harley. I just think that they are legitimately very cool motorcycles that deserve a lot of love and respect. And this Shovelhead's in, from what I can tell, pretty good condition. Now, the seller did say that it has a cracked rear jug. I'm not too familiar with Harley nomenclature and knowledge. I assume the jug is this part over here. If I recall correctly, they call the jug where the piston actually sits inside of the engine. I could be wrong. I don't know much about Harley-Davidson engines. I will be the first to admit. So I don't know if a cracked jug is easy to fix or not. I've also heard that Deborah calls a cracked jug something else when she goes down to the bar. So you guys let me know what a cracked jug is down below in the comments because I can only speculate with my amazing imagination. So, beautiful Shovelhead, really decent price. What are they listed at? $3,500? I mean, if it runs and rides and you just got to swap out the cracked jug, I don't know. It seems like a pretty decent deal to me. It's in pretty good spec, pretty good condition. The thing you got to look out for with bikes like this is they are going to ride like garbage. Older bikes are not like newer bikes. They don't stop right. They don't turn right. They don't go right. They don't go over bumps right. It is a very unique and interesting riding experience on these, and it's every bit the kind of slab of Americana that you think it is. So I'm going to rate this one a solid 7 out of 10. Keep it moving. All right, 2005 Kawasaki Ninja for $6,000. $6,000 for an 05 Ninja. 05 ZX-10R, a lot of work done. Bigger fuel poamp, has cold air trumpets, has power commander, stretched and lowered bike, is very fast, needs new clutch and rear brake, but still turns on and rides. Clutch is $200 if I fix, price will go up. Nobody's gonna, dude, oh my God, I hate people who do this. Nobody is going to pay you an extra $200 if you fix that clutch. You may be able to sell it for close to $6,000. Clean Pennsylvania title, 17,000 miles, wants $6,000 trade for truck, no rusty beaters. Okay, this better be a super clean 05 Ninja because $6,000 is a lot for it. Wow, you're never gonna sell it. Oh God, you're never, ever, ever gonna sell this. Look at the spider webs. Wow. Wow. I sure hope that you're like 17 years old, because if you're a grown-ass man with spider web designs all over your bike, and it's not for your children, that's embarrassing, as Drake would say. Oh my God, dude. The pink seat, the stretch, the spider webs. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Why do this to a ZX-10? A mid-2000 ZX-10 is a great motorcycle. It's got a lot of balls. It's got no traction control. It's a beast, you know? Why would you turn it into this monstrosity with the LED lights and the splattered paint? Smile on the sinner. Oh my God, give me a break, dude. Just a case of arrested development, lack of cultivation of taste, and just a person who has maybe not read a book in the last 20 years. That's very embarrassing for you. You will literally never sell this for $6,000. Ever. Ever. You could maybe get $3,000 for this. Maybe. 6? Absolutely not. I award you no points. May God have mercy on your soul. 2004 Ruckus, $2,000. What's on the bike? We're starting off with the bad. Current exhaust has rubbed a hole from scraping in the bottom. Then we got a whole bunch of crap I'm not going to read to you guys. This thing's been modified to Kingdom Coming Back. Got speedometers, some sort of choke kit, blah, 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 110 jet, blah, blah, blah. So $2,000 for a 2004 Ruckus. Not looking to sell, but for the right trade, I'll let her go. So I love people that want to trade for these ridiculously weird little bikes. Oh my God. What the hell is even that? So I see a lot of these in Austin, these like really weird, strange, cursed Ruckuses. These are like your classic, just like weird little bar hopping vehicles, strange little urban commuter bikes. People use Ruckuses to just kind of like get around. I'll never understand people that pour so much time, effort, energy, and money into a Ruckus. It makes no sense to me. Why does this have a stretched tire on this wheel, kind of like a weird JDM car or something? Oh my God. Look, this dog has the right idea. This dog is just hanging its head in shame. It really feels like, why am I in this photo? Why are you my owner? This is so embarrassing. I just don't even want to be here right now. Look at the expression on this dog. This dog does not want to be there. I bet you this man's entire family feels this way. Every time he shows up at the Ruckus, this is the look that all of them give him when he shows up to the family gatherings on this Ruckus. They just hang their head in shame, and they go, why is he here? Why is he doing this again? God, we don't want this guy here, man. Blue swing arm over here, stretched. Ugh. Ugh. What a little monstrosity. A 20-year-old Ruckus with all this crap thrown at it with this. It's probably atrociously loud with this megaphone exhaust. You're just causing a nuisance to everybody around you. You don't have the balls to jump on an actual performance vehicle, so you make your own vehicle louder than it needs to be. You're a nuisance, a menace to society. Damn you! We need less people like this. We don't need people with this. I hope this Ruckus either finds its way into a dump or just ceases to exist somehow by departing itself from its mortal coil. Let's move on. 2006 Suzuki GSX-R for $8,000. We have a 06 Gixxer, only 5,200 miles. Badass bike, breaks necks everywhere you take it. I already can tell the type of Poto. Oh my God, no title. No title on this bike. And you want $8,000. You want $8,000 for a bike with no title. Cam, tuned, upgraded fuel pump, nobody cares. Evil swing arm, brake reservoir delete. Cool, you've reduced the... Oh my God, dude. Have stock swing arm and everything to make it SWB. Was on nitrous for 2 passes. Garage kept, never seen rain. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's about what I expected. This no title stretched horrendous Gixxer. Nobody should stretch their bikes. Nobody. Learn to ride. Don't do wheelies. If you want to go fast, just tap the rear brake and put your weight forward. You do not need to do this. Don't tell the world that you're a little baby boy and you need to stretch your bike unless it's a drag bike. If you've built a drag bike, then fine. You can stretch it. That's cool. It's a totally different thing. But that's not what you're doing. I know it's not. Because you're out here in the street with this thing, right? You're mobbing around. Riding around your stretched Gixxer everywhere. I hate these things, man. These stretched Gixxers, man, these stretched mid-2000s Japanese bikes just hurt my soul to look at. It's just really sad. Love the license plate. Will Run. What a badass, dude. What a cool, badass guy you are with the little donut hanging out. This is so lame, dude. I'm sorry if anyone thinks this is cool, but this is really lame, and I'm gonna render my derision 100% towards anybody who stretches their mid-2000s Japanese bikes because it's completely unacceptable. No title-looking ass, all the crap that nobody cares about, stretch the swing. I mean, you're asking $8,000. GTFO. Do not come at me with that. Do not go. Do not pass go. Do not collect anything, and just go away. We're going to rate this one a 2 out of 10 and keep it moving. All right, final bike on the list today is a 2011 Suzuki Hayabusa, baby. $7,500 for 7,700 miles on the clock. That is not a lot of mileage for a Busa. This bike is in very good condition, comes with a helmet and bike cover. Price is negotiable. Call for any questions. Ooh, what a gentleman. I can tell this is a gentlemanly person. And look at that, boys. Color matched hard panniers on the Busa with the actual Busa lights sticking off the side of it. It's got the passenger seat with the backrest on it, dude. A Busa man owned this, boys. Truly a Busa man owned this bike. Look at the stickers on it with that Dungeons and Dragons looking skulls and stuff. I swear to God, a dungeon master owned this bike. That has to be what this is. Look at all the dragons on it and the stickers. I'm telling you. Corbin's seat, a man of taste, a man of culture. Look at the long exit exhaust. I really think that some sort of like 600-pound Dungeons and Dragons playing dude owned this bike. Check out he's got the Tom on there as well. There's a lot to love on this Busa, man. Oh my God, Deb has laid a couple eggs on the back of this one. We have melted the rear seat here. I don't know what was on here. I don't know what was dropped on here. I don't know why this rear seat is melted. That is beyond the gooch juice that I've told you guys about for years. This is some sort of diabolical liquid that has befallen this Hayabusa at the back here. I don't know what is going on here, but I don't even want to know. But otherwise, for hard color-matched panniers with the crazy Busa things on the side of them, the backrest, the relatively stock appearance of this Busa, you know what, boys? This is actually a pretty decent bike. I think with not a lot of effort, you could bring this back into being a respectable, everyday Hayabusa. We're going to rate this one a solid 7.5 out of 10. And that's going to wrap it up for today. If you made it to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate it. Join on my website over at yammynoob.co. You can become a member and participate in our Discord server where I'm on nearly every day, hanging out with the boys, having a good time. It's a ton of fun. I really appreciate you guys for supporting the show and checking out everything we do here. We got a giveaway Panigale V2S up for grabs in July. Do not miss it over on the website. Thanks again for watching today's video. I truly do appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Keep watching Yammy Noob.